Hey guys, Daryl Myntia, she invited me to her studio so we could see some of her paintings. She was on my podcast a while ago. Let's talk, and yeah, let's see her studio and everything she got going on. All right. Yeah.
Hello.
Daryl, the one and only. How you been?
Been good. How about you?
Yeah, I can't complain.
Cool.
So this is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. Come on in.
These are all from your last collection, right?
Yes, this is all from my last body of work titled Not Your Superwoman. I had a solo exhibition at Kente Royal Gallery, and so this is where all of this work was originally featured. And you can also find some of it, like this piece on the TV series show Harlem.
Giving me like two worlds colliding, you know?
Yeah.
Like Paris, Harlem.
Harlem.
Let's go through some of these paintings real quick. Some of these pieces. One of these three. I like this first one right here. What's the story of this first one right here? Can you?
This one, the
Yeah.
round one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the whole body of work was just about the resilience, the power, the strength, and the beauty that women possess. And growing up, I was a gymnast, so I feel like the sport in general really embodies the things that I'd like to talk about in terms of the things that I admire within women. And so you'll see a lot of these paintings have women with leotards on, just to kind of talk about that history within my life. And this is titled Self-Care. And it's mainly about the different rituals that we do in order to take care of ourselves, to feel better about ourselves. But along the way, we could also be interrupted by some of the daily things that we see on a regular basis, like on the news and things like that. So this is a woman doing her hair, retwisting her locks in her room, and then noticing that there is something that is going to be revealed on the news. When I was making this work, I listened to a lot of music, and I made this whole women's empowerment playlist. It was just all female MCs, singers, and one of my favorite rappers is LaKaylee 47. She has a really dope album called Wash and Set. I'm pretty sure she's from Brooklyn, but I love her music. I'm a huge fan. And in the song, she has this line where she's like, "Put them bitches out the back like rain." But it's mainly just about confidence and, how we express that within ourselves.
These are all part of the same collection?
Mm-hmm. They're all a part of the same collection. There was 13 paintings in this collection.
What's going on with this one right here?
This one, it's called The Dance Break, and a little reference to Henry Matisse and his painting The Dance. But this painting was inspired by that, and I was just thinking about how dance has been a form of celebration and jubilation within the Black community, especially within women. And when I think about ways I've celebrated or just enjoyed time with my friends, we're typically in a circle, dancing and enjoying ourselves. And I just really wanted to celebrate that part of my experience as a woman.
How long was painting took?
How long did it take?
Yeah. I always like asking that, especially with a big canvas. How long?
So this one, I want to say it took 2 weeks to complete. But
2 weeks?
They also go, in terms of painting it, but the design process also takes me about a week too.
Oh. Do the colors mean anything? The back colors, the gradient? Does that?
Yeah, so all of these paintings have some sort of sunset or reference to the sun.
Yeah.
And that was really important for me because I'm a dark-skinned woman who used to hide from the sun, and I really wanted to embrace, the sun and celebrate the sun and the sun people. And
Why would you hide from it?
I didn't want to be darker at the time. And that was something that I really had to get over and eventually become proud of my complexion and those things. And that's why you'll see a lot of bits of light coming through their skin and their flesh, and just talking about the energy of the sun and that being a source of power, rather than a source of something to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. So you said there's 13 pieces in the collection. Is there a reason behind 13, or you that's just the number you happen to land on?
13 is a very special number for me. I don't want to like get into my whole spirituality of numbers and all of that.
Oh, go ahead.
For me, it's just like a very complete number. When I think of like the flower of life, or I think of like just like mainly the flower of life is the big thing for me, and just like our formation of cells and how like the complete circle of life, you'll end up with 13 circles. And
So 13 is not bad luck? That's just lies by people?
I disagree. I think it's great luck. It's one of my favorite numbers. So that's just me.
A gymnast. I know you was a gymnast. Are these two paintings influenced by that?
Yeah. So I use my body a lot of times as a reference. And I used to be a coach.
Really?
So, when I first moved to New York, I coached gymnastics for like the first 6 or 7 years I was out here, and gymnastics has really been a huge part of my life. Like my mom was my coach. I started training when I was like 2.
Yeah.
And I cheered in college, and so movement has always been a huge thing for me. And so I used my body. I had a friend from grad school take a bunch of pictures of me flipping on the High Line and flipping around Chelsea, and so I used some of those.
Do you outline some of your yourself, like through the pictures, like trace? Yeah.
Nah.
You just free. Okay.
Yeah, that way I can have like a more gestural kind of mark, like these abstract marks that are in the hair and in the body. I really enjoy drawing, and I really think that like building up those marks can kind of reveal the consciousness or the soul of the figure that you're working with. And so that's just something I like to play with when I'm drawing.
Are you something constant with throughout your works? Is line work?
Yeah, it's been something that I've been doing probably since grad school. Like before then, I used to draw a lot, and when I was in school, people really gravitated towards that, and I was trying to figure out a way that I could draw and paint at the same time. And so this is my way of combining the two things.
For this painting right here, I see the cross. Is there a reason for the cross? The X, I mean? And the separation?
It could be subjective
right?
to whatever you want it to be. You know, I have my own meanings and things, but a lot of this work was, so the title of this work was Not Your Superwoman, but also kind of
this piece particularly?
No, this piece in particular is titled Still I Rise.
Okay.
But the whole show was titled Not Your Superwoman. So I was still just kind of playing with the idea of like this superhero character, but still being human and still having these feelings and emotions as she still, you know, goes through these day-to-day things. But, you know, deep down, she's like,
yeah,
super.
What's this one right here? The one with her hand out.
So this one, you asked me which one was my favorite.
Oh.
And this one is like one of my favorite pieces. Experiences as Black women and the things that we've gone through throughout our time here in America. And a lot of this work is also based off of Black women that I am inspired by, Black women that I feel are heroes to our culture and our society. And
she has a swirl on her head.
She does, right in the middle of her
Yeah,
voice.
This is Pacific. That was deliberate.
Yeah. But yeah, I was inspired by the color purple when I painted this piece. So there's a scene where she's like, until you do right by me, everything you touch is gonna fail. And so for me, that's kind of like how I feel about America.
See, until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble. Don't do it, Miss Celia. Don't trade places with what I've been through.
Come on, Miss Celia. Let's go to the car.
He ain't worth it. He ain't worth it.
Who you think you is? You can't cuss nobody. Look at you. You're black, you're poor, you're ugly, you're a woman, you're nothing at all.
Till you do right by me, everything you even think about gonna fail.
Any other ones in here?
There's this one. This is a fan favorite. People seem to like it.
Oh yeah, I like this one.
This was at Edwin's.
Who?
Edwin D'Angelo's.
Oh yeah,
atelier.
no, I know, it's me that asked.
This was right in front of his couch, or right above it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This painting is titled Tired Yet Chosen.
Yeah, is she chosen because she's levitating? It's up to my interpretation.
Maybe.
And then we got, oh no, we did these ones. And
Yeah. But yeah, so this painting's titled Sky's the Limit. And yeah. Is there anything else you want to know about this?
that's pretty much.
Hair is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I like to talk about hair and energy, and in this instance, her hair is just kind of lifting her up, kind of like her superpower or her cape, in a sense, I guess.
This is supposed to be like this is also based on you with just a gymnastics, right? Gymnastic.
So this was, I used myself as a reference doing this song when I was coaching at this gym. I used to always take a lot of pictures and stuff. So yeah, this was one of them.
Dope.